Right, today we're going to take a look at getting set up with the base mobile ActionScript project that I've got checked in here to Google Code. This project will allow you to export to the iOS, Android, and the BlackBerry PlayBook all with one click. All of the files will be signed and ready to go for the marketplace. In the Google Code air-mobile-tools, you're going to find a Box2D quick start and this base mobile ActionScript project. So I've already got the base mobile ActionScript project checked out from Google Code. First thing that we're going to want to do is start up Flash Builder Burrito, and this already needs to be configured with the BlackBerry SDK. If you don't have Flash Builder Burrito with the BlackBerry SDK yet, you can go online to BlackBerry's website. They've got a great tutorial on getting started with that. So I'm going to import this project. Project folder, and I'm going to select the base project, base mobile ActionScript project. OK. Finish. Now the first thing you'll notice is that there's a settings distribution properties file. This is the file that you're going to want to edit and add in the name of your certificates, the passwords for your certificates, the path to your SDK folder, and then the name of your Air SDK folder. And this Air SDK folder must have the 2.6, the latest build, to work with the files as downloaded. You can always update the files to work with previous builds, but the Ant script that I've got runs with the latest 2.6 SDK for iOS and Android, and then 2.5 for the BlackBerry PlayBook. So everything that's got brackets around it is code that you should update and add in yourself. If you want to update the project name, you're going to need to update it in a number of locations, so for now we're just going to leave this as is. If you're on a Macintosh computer, you might need to change the bat files and remove the .bat, but I'm not sure. I do not have a Mac machine. Right, so we should be good to go there. So I'm going to copy in the settings properties. Since I've got all of my certificate passwords, I'm not actually going to show you guys this file, but it's the same file with the empty spaces filled in. Another thing that you'll want to do is get set up with the VMware for your playbook. Get your playbook IP and playbook password in there so that you can do device testing on that. I'm going to get the VMware started for that. Open the VMware player. Okay, and then the other thing I'm going to do is copy my certificates and provisioning profile into the certs folder in this project. There they are. So settings property file is in there. You would remove the -dist, update all those settings, the build XML. You're going to want to add in the, just run through this really quick. It goes through and it creates your SWF, creates the directories, and then packages and signs all of the files. And will even install and run them on the devices if they're plugged in. If you do not plan to install onto the device, I'd recommend pulling out the install from the script, just because if it tries to install on the device and it's not plugged in, it might hang within Flash Builder Burrito. Occasionally it will do that. So if you don't have the device, just remove this install part of it. And then if you want to run this on Android, you can add in the depends, put Android in there. But before we get this thing going, I'm going to update my BlackBerry tablet XML. I'm going to open this up in Dreamweaver. Yes. Okay, and I've got to update my company name to the company name that I used when creating my self-signing certificate. So BlackBerry, Blacktop Interactive. Keep in mind that this does not allow commas. You can change the category. I've already got icons created, so you'll want to go through and update those, but for now it will build and will run with the demo icon that I have set up within the folder. Okay, so we'll close that. The other thing that we're going to need to do is go into the Apple descriptor file. Again, we'll open that up in Dreamweaver. and you need to add in the ID for your app that you used when you created your provisioning profile. Okay. And then one last thing that we're going to do is, in order for the BlackBerry signing to work, the version number actually has to be incremented within the descriptor file. So we'll open the system editor, and I'm going to bump this up to something I know will be looked at as a new version. Now, you only need the BlackBerry file assigned twice, once from BlackBerry and once from you, and you only need to bump up this version number if you're going to be publishing a new build for the store. Otherwise, for testing purposes, you don't need to have the remote signing, but for the sake of this demo, I want to show you guys that working. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in. And then you can edit other things within the descriptor files as needed. But again, to get this working on the devices, at a minimum, this is what you'll need. Okay, so let's add in Android and see what happens. Okay, so it's compiling the Swift packaging for Android. Uninstalling on the attached device, installing onto the device, launching on the device, and there we go, build successful. And I can see here on my device, I'll show you in a second, that did work in 21 seconds. Okay, so let's go ahead and add in the BlackBerry and Apple into the mix here. Alright, save that. And then I'm going to, before we get going on that, I'm going to open up a little webcam viewer just so you can see what I'm seeing for the Android. And then we're going to go ahead and build this again. And if you want to test stuff out and build this project without running this Ant script every time, you can remove these three kind of depends, and then we'll not start it for those. So when I do testing, I don't have these here and want to publish device builds. I will put Android, BlackBerry, and Apple into the depends portion of this. So let's do project build project. Okay. So it's compiling the Swift to my mobile device. So it's going to package for the Android. And this webcam viewer is in HD, so it does slow my computer down a little bit, which is going to cause this to take just a touch longer. We'll close this down. It's installing. You'll notice the app closed. It's reinstalling the app onto the device. And then it's launching on the device. There it is. Hello world. We'll close down the webcam, open up the PlayBook simulator. So right now it's packaging this up, signing the file, and then it's going to publish it to VMware and run the device on the machine. So right now it's uninstalling, reinstalling. There we are, there's our splash page and the Hello World application for the BlackBerry PlayBook. Okay, shrink this. Right now it's packaging it up for the Apple iPod Touch. This takes a little bit longer, so while it's running, I'm going to pop open iTunes and take a look at this bin release folder where we've got our Android, Apple, and BlackBerry all set up. Android has the APK. BlackBerry has the bar file. And then we're just waiting on the Apple packager right now. And then once the IPA is complete, we can go ahead and drag that right into iTunes and then view it on our mobile device. Alright, and this is taking just a little bit longer because I'm using the video recording software, which slows my computer down just a touch, but this should compile in about 2 minutes for the iOS device, in about 20 seconds for Android, and in about 30 to 40 seconds for the BlackBerry PlayBook. Okay. Building. A couple other things to note. The Box2D demo has a class that extends the base class so that we can get device-specific functionality. And in order to do that, I'm building actually 2 Swifts using the same code base. But you can take a look at that ant file as well for more information. And I've also got a tool within the Google code that helps expedite the process for creating a self-signing certificate. That's still in beta, but hopefully will be released soon. Again, this Apple packager may seem like it's taking a really long time, and it might not finish, but it has always finished for me given enough time. So at this point, I usually walk away from my computer, go grab something to drink, and then come back, and all of the files are ready to go for device testing. When you're doing this just from a kind of quick basis, while you're testing, you're just going to go do your bin debug or just testing up here with these rather than having to run through this build every time. Alright, build successful for Apple. The total time took 6 minutes and 10 seconds to build all of the files. Again, that will go much faster if you don't have video recording software set up and everything that I've got running at once here. Okay, so let's open this up. We have our IPA. We're going to drag our IPA into iTunes. Base project, there it is. I've got my iPod plugged in. Go to my apps. And it added the base project in on screen 2 already. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. And it's going to sync that with my iPod Touch. Shrink this, open up my webcam viewer again. You can see the sync is in progress.